Okay, welcome everyone to episode 3.
Crazy
Excuse
consistent over here.
excuse the noise in the background of my recording. I went to a different room, but seeing as there's like a butt crap ton of students downstairs and I'm butted up against the boys' dorm, you're probably going to hear some noise. Hopefully, it just won't be too much. Um, so bear with us as I don't have anywhere privately to film this thing ever.
Yeah,
So,
like no
oh
one
yeah,
knows.
there's some noise right now.
Watch you pointing that out. Everyone's just like, "Gosh, I can't get over it. That sucks." Dude,
Dude, I'm
I can't
like,
even notice anyway, so it's fine.
I over freaking apologize. But anyways, let's jump right in, guys. Um the SpiderMan trailer aired yesterday.
Oh my gosh, dude, it was freaking crazy.
Dude, if you haven't seen it yet, pause this right now and go watch it. Because it's insane.
Dude,
It's so good.
I actually forgot. Like I got the link when you sent it to me, but I was at work, and then
Mm-hmm.
uh, I went
You're
to
at
the
work that
gym.
late?
What time did you send it to me?
It came out at 5:30 PST yesterday, so that's like 7:30 your time.
Oh shit. Okay, then I wasn't at work. Then I was at the gym still, and I
Yeah.
got it, and I was gonna watch it, but then I forgot, and then I was sitting on my couch just watching a basketball game, and I was like, did I respond to Gage earlier? I was like, what were we talking about? And then I saw, and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot the trailer. And then I watched that bad boy, and I just like started to feel emotions, and I wanted to cry, but I didn't because I'm a big boy. And then
Oh my
there's that.
gosh, you did hear that?
Dude, what if all your students just like broke that wall down and busted in, and they were like, "Oh
Oh
my
my
gosh, I'm
gosh,
so
I'd
sorry."
literally destroy them.
That'd be
They're not even my
hilarious, honestly.
students, dude. I'm hands off, bro.
What's with banging on
Um,
the walls? Is that just like a YWAM thing?
I if it is, I have not been told it. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if it's some over spiritualized mumbo
Yeah,
jumbo. But
I was about to say, try it out and see if the spirit fills you.
it's. I think the two guy staff are right in this back room, which is the wall up against. So I think I know both of them. It's Kevin and Luis, and I think they're just having a silly goose time in there right now.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm no shame on having a silly goose time.
yeah, just don't do it near me. Yeah, just don't do it while I'm recording a podcast.
Can you
So
like, can you like be filled with the spirit by reducing someone else's spiritual time? Could that be a thing?
I have to get
That
like
could.
an enchanted. I have to get like an enchanted ring for that. It's like siphons the spirit from other individuals when reducing their spirit. The spirit reduced in your enemies will go straight to you and increase yours. This is heretical, and some people are
um.
upset about that. You know,
So,
but
what did
Spider
you
Man.
think about the trailer? Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude! I mean, it was exceptional. Like Toby and Garf, the Tobes and the Garf,
The Tobes and the
not
Garf
in
weren't in
it.
it,
I
but I
respect
know
it
they will
though.
be.
I
They're going to be
respect
in
the
it.
game. I respect the game. Honestly, I have mad respect for it. And you're nodding your head. I know you respect the game as well. Like, if there's something that we do, it's respect the game right now.
I'm telling you right
Because,
now, they're going to be in it.
dude,
There you go.
they're going to be in it. Okay,
Dude,
here's what's gonna happen. They're gonna be in like the last 30 minutes, guaranteed.
yeah, that's what I thought too.
They're gonna be there for the last fight where all those villains, like that last clip you see in the trailer where like Sandman and Lizard and Electro are all like charging, and it's just Tom Holland Spider-Man. Okay, I don't know if you've seen this, dude, but Sony Pictures Brazil released like there's like all the different Sony Pictures because they're in different countries or whatever and different languages. So Sony Pictures Brazil released the trailer at the same time, but they released like a different, like a slightly altered version. I guess like something happened. Sometimes I think Marvel legitimately like they are the ones who leak stuff and they just make it this big deal, but they only leak what they want to like guide you. Honestly, that'd be genius. I feel like they freaking do that. Like Daniel RPK, the dude who like gets all the big Marvel info. I feel like it's just a Marvel guy, and he's like, it's probably Kevin Feige himself, and he's like, they think they have pulled one over on us, but they in fact are falling right into our trap, you know. And so like So Sony Pictures Brazil released the same trailer, but at the end, the scene I was just talking about with Lizard, Sandman, and Electro all jumping from the right half of the screen to the left where Tom Holland Spider-Man is diving for them to start fighting, you can see clearly Lizard get punched or kicked in the face by nothing. So everyone's saying they just edited Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man out of the trailer. Which, if Andrew Garfield is there, let's be honest, Tobey Maguire is going to be there.
Tobes has to be there.
Tobes has to be there. So it's just like they've done that before. They did that with Endgame and Infinity War. They just had completely different backgrounds for scenes that like weren't even in the movie and crap.
Yeah,
and so
it's common.
Like, they do that crap all the time. So I'm like, you can't trust anyone. You can't trust anything, and you can't trust this trailer. And so I'm like, dude, 10 out of 10. They're going to show up there at the end. Our freaking boys. Back in blue.
The Tobes and the Garf.
The Tobes and the Garf. They're back
dude,
in action.
When the Doc Ock, when he goes, "You're not Peter." Dude, I go, oh, snap, that's not Peter. And then
I go, wait a second. I thought that was his name, bro.
I go, wait a minute, Peter Parker's not Spider-Man? Frick, what am I watching, dude?
Right now.
Dude, I was just like, oh man. The more I watched the trailer, the more I knew, like I don't know, but I do, that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are going to be in, like, towards the end. Like, we're not going to see a whole movie of them hanging out. And
they would
doing
steal
stuff.
The show. It would ruin Tom Holland.
And I'd be fine with that. I'd love Tom Holland, but I'd be fine with that. Because your boy...
I mean, I want to give respect to him, you know? He's been, like, killing the game out here. I think he's not my favorite, but I think he's the best interpretation we've had yet. The most like comic book accurate, and I think the best as far as storyline. And we've gotten to see him in the Avengers, the most movies Spider-Man's ever been in, the one like singular. But like the minute I see Tobey Maguire on the big screen, I'm going to soil my drawers, dude. My drawers, consider them soiled at that moment.
I'll be wearing an extra strength, like doo-doo waist kind of thing, because I'll just be.
I'll be wearing a wetsuit.
I'll be dumping. I'll be catch me at the Spider-Man premiere in a hazmat suit, and I'm just like kind of. I lift up the glass every now and then. And I put it back down, and they're like, "Oh,
dude, that'd be so awful."
Oh. And they go, "Why are you wearing a hazmat suit?" I'm like, "You see the Tobes and the Garf on there?" And they're like,
"Dude, there's no way I'm getting up to go to the bathroom during this thing."
I was like, "Dude, I've been pooping my pants since this movie started."
Dude.
What if this turns out to be? What if this turns out to be a Star Wars Episode 9 thing, where all signs point to like Anakin Skywalker? Everybody wanted to see him, and if you don't like Hayden Christensen, you still wanted to see him. And if you tell me,
frick you,
yeah, if you tell me that you didn't want to see him, I know you're lying, and just admit that it was not his fault, and he is a good actor, dude.
But like, you. That's what I always say.
There we go. But like, what if? How dumb? Okay, honestly, how mad would you be if you have Willem Dafoe back, you got Doc Ock, you got freaking the Sandman from the most disliked Spider-Man movie?
But here's the thing. I don't even know if it's going to be Thomas Hayden Church. Like, because he's not in human form, and I haven't seen anything about him being in the movie. If I do see him, I'm going to be really happy because I think he's the most slept-on Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire villain ever. Like, his arc in the third movie, incredible. The line that he delivers in the beginning, dude, not a bad man. Just had bad luck. I'm like, that's pretty baller. Not to mention his theme is like freaking incredible. Sidebar, they haven't released the Spider-Man 3 soundtrack ever, and I'm still upset about it to this day because I think it's an incredible score. To literally look it up online like an idiot. But yeah, like, he did so freaking good. And that guy, like, typically does funny stuff. But, like, he freaking killed it. He was like, I don't know, man. I feel like he just has so much unexplored depth, and I'm like upset that movie was the way that it was. But aged like fine wine.
He's gonna be in it, dude. He's not doing anything else.
But it's like, but did they bother? You know, because I know they're paying these people some fatty cash right now. I know they're paying my
They
dude
got
Alfred
it.
Molina out the wazoo, hazoo. Not to mention Willem Dafoe. I mean, some of them might have come back for like for sport, for fun, because they're like, oh, like I'm iconically that character. Not to mention, like, this is such a cool idea, and to be thrown to like, I'm blown away that like people's careers from like forever ago are just being revived just for whatever reason. And I'm like, how fun is that? Like, people are able to come back to their roles that they did before that like at their time weren't even that big of a deal, but now it's like a bigger deal because they're like kind of resurfacing it and stuff. So it's just like they're like how I just think that's really really cool, man. You know, like bringing all these people in for their old classic roles and getting to see him do the same thing again. Like I'm very excited to see Willem Dafoe play Green
Same.
Goblin again.
Yeah, I love
Very
that
excited
man.
for Alfred Molina. He's so good. And yeah, very excited for the whole thing because it's just like the thing with Sandman is like they don't have to show him. There's been no scene where he's been like in human form, which I guess they didn't show much of Electro either, which he looks incredible. He just looks phenomenal. I think he was one of my favorite parts of the trailer. I'm very excited. I feel like he won't be in it a ton, but I'm excited to see Jamie Foxx kind of just completely redeem that character because he got trashed so hard in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
That was
Rightfully
just a
so.
bad
It was a
movie,
bad movie.
unfortunately.
It's a bad, bad movie. But dude, that trailer was so good. Did you notice? I noticed this right off the bat. D Strange going for a heavier New York accent.
No, I really don't pay
Right off the
attention
bat.
to a lot of that, so I didn't really
Right
pick
off
it
the
up.
bat, I hear Benedict Cumberbatch really he's laying it on thick with the New Yorker accent, which makes sense. I mean, Stephen Strange is a New Yorker. He's been in New York his whole life. So like that first part where he's talking about, you know, the spell when you botch the spell or whatever, like his New York accent is just like full throttle. Like it's not like overwhelming. Like, yeah, I went to the store the other day. Like it's not like that, but like that was like the most random sentence. I just plucked it out of thin air. I went to the store the other day. Like, what the heck? I could have said, "You seen the Yankees game?" Anything like that. But like, yeah, he just sounds very New York, and I'm like, all right, I got respect for it. Like,
I
but
didn't
it's like
notice.
also kind of funny. Also, at the like the part where he says Scooby Doo crap, I feel like he says the S word instead. But they just said crap for the trailer, so they didn't have to red ban it because they can't put that in a trailer, I guess, for like a Disney movie.
I
But
don't
I'm
know. I
like,
thought that
Scooby
was
Doo
a
that
weak
crap.
line. I thought that was a weak
I
line
thought it was
anyway.
well, yeah. I'm like, S word would have been it would have landed more for me. But
Sure.
crap is also kind of funny because they're high schoolers, so it kind of makes
Yeah.
sense. Like maybe he's like trying to like pander to their age group, but they're like
Yeah.
literally seniors, and it does not matter. But it's
It's
like in that regard, it's kind of funny.
what's
But
what's really funny is like the difference between crap and poop has such a different effect on the sentence cuz like
yeah,
if you say crap, there's like, you know, it can be serious, it can be, you know, haha jokes, it can be, if it's poop, there's no seriousness in it. It's only 5-year-old kind of stuff. So if he was like,
yeah.
let's do this Scooby Doo poop. And that's what they need to
Yeah,
say instead for the laughs.
for the laughs, man. I
So
would have that would have been felt so like that would have felt like putting on a wet sock in the middle of
yeah.
that trailer, just like delivering, let's Scooby Doo this poop. I'd been like, what?
And then they just
What
move on.
exactly was the idea there? Like, I would just be like, what the flip, dude? But yeah, I don't know. I'm mega psyched. I was mega psyched before the trailer, dude. His suit, the black suit, looks so freaking cool. I mean, it's like magic too. I mean, that's just like, what the heck, dude? That's so freaking sick.
It's gonna be a super good movie. It's gonna be a movie, and they're gonna put it on the screen. It's gonna roll. I'm gonna sit there, and with my eyes, I'm gonna pay attention, soak up the story, and I'm
Dude,
just
I
going
realized.
to.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just no, I'm good. I was just gonna say I'm gonna
What are you
assess the
going to?
movie and form my opinion and stuff.
Nice, dude. I love that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just realized I'm gonna get to see it with my dad probably,
Oh yeah,
which I feel like is God,
Oh
because
wow,
we're gonna be in Tennessee for Christmas,
heck yeah!
and it comes out on like what, the 23rd or something. Comes out around Christmas, and so
I thought
I'm
it was
just
like the
like, dude,
17th.
maybe I'm an idiot. Never
I
mind.
mean, you are, but let's just double check.
I opened my laptop before we started this episode, and for some reason, I just immediately started typing in my password to unlock my computer.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
just sent Josh a text, and I said, "Wow, I'm an idiot," and he said, "I knew that." No
yeah.
context. I didn't even tell him what it was for.
December 17th,
Wow. Okay, never mind. Now I'm
2020. You're a
sad.
stupid freaking moron.
I mean, I could see it a second time with my dad. I mean, I could end up doing that for sure.
Maybe a third time. Maybe fly down here and we'll watch it together. Maybe
Yeah, it's just like if I was made of money, maybe, but like I'm not. So,
bang on the wall. See if that helps.
all right.
It's worth a shot. Just
That didn't work, man.
$1,000 falls on your
Just
head.
like 50,000, like a mafia briefcase just comes to the ceiling and just lands in my lap. Oh, this is
Oh
$50,000.
my gosh!
It's a lot of money.
This isn't gonna have any repercussions in the future if I spend it.
Is this blood money? I'm just gonna pretend it's not.
Dude,
That's yeah. Go ahead.
one movie that I completely forgot about, the Venom movie that looks like garbage. I haven't seen it yet, and I want to see it because I love the character and I love Tom Hardy. Um, I think it's so stupid that somehow you can bite someone with a symbiote and taste their blood and then just manifest the symbiote, which
An
is not at
entire
all how
symbiote
that,
off of that one.
which is like completely absurd in every fashion, considering that considering there's a whole planet of symbiotes and each symbiote is its own individual. So the fact that you can form one by tasting blood of a host makes absolutely no sense. And it
Yeah,
makes my butthole pucker up in just
oh my gosh, dude.
like if I could describe it, it would it's like this. It goes,
I don't know if
oh
I want you
gosh,
to at this point, dude. I don't even know
no
if
no
I
no
want to
it's
hear it anymore
no
after
it's
that
fine.
first part.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay.
It's like this. It's like this, okay? It's because I don't I don't like that. It's like the first sip of orange juice, you know, it's tangy and you're like, oh, that stings. I don't like that. Oh
That's
gosh.
like my last sip always just tastes like puke for some reason. Like it just tastes like straight up stomach acid.
What if it
And I'm
actually is
like,
puke?
why am I drinking this? I don't even like it. But like then I pour myself another glass of that I just pour
What
myself
if
another glass of that stuff, man. I just drink it again.
what if every time you drink orange juice, that last sip, you're like, and you go, and you just upchuck, and you just throw up everywhere, and everyone's like, oh my gosh. And you're just like, no, it's fine. This happens all
It's
the time.
fine.
And then you just,
This is
can you pass me the orange
totally
juice
normal.
though? You just pour it.
Yeah, man, I
God.
gotta wash this down with some more, and then the same thing happens when I get to the last sip of that glass.
Just like,
Man, I gotta wash that down again, man. It's gross.
oh man,
my
that would be
gosh, dude.
prime. That would be really good.
That would be prime time television. I'm telling you, bro.
Dude,
Dude.
Christmas is around the corner.
Yeah, dude. It's so close.
What are you
Santa.
what are you getting? What are you getting?
Well, well, I think well, I really need money for my new cow that I'm trying to get, and so I'm just saving up for that. I feel to take a trip next year early in the year, so maybe I ask money for that, but usually we close pretty good too. Which
What's
most kids don't like to close, but I think it's pretty cool, I guess.
what's what kind of trip are you making, bud? Making a
Well,
trip?
well, making a trip. You sound like Olin Rogers in
Oh,
so many of the balloon shop videos. What you got? What you
you
doing?
got? What,
He
hey
goes, what you
Alex.
doing? What you doing?
Hey Alex, what you doing?
What you doing?
Dude, I'm so
Fine.
pissed that Final Space is getting canceled. It makes no sense to me. But I mean, it
Dude, I
does
watched
because,
this little video. Bro, I
dude,
just
I
like
don't.
I'm gonna be honest, man. Like I love the Olin Rogers, bro. You know
You're
I
a big
love the
fan, yes.
dude. I'm a big fan. Brought you to his show that he did that one time, which he's doing more shows actually
I
because
still
he
got
doesn't
the
have anything
picture.
else to do now. But like his content just isn't the same anymore. I don't
I
know,
feel
man. Like
like too, it could just
couldn't.
be. It could
Maybe
be
it's
like
me.
it could be you. I mean, you tend
It's
to
probably me.
like I'm not like it's a. It's like a parent, like through the years, like we grew up together. Yeah, like you'd say that, like that we grew
Yeah,
up together. Okay,
I'd
and
say
like we're
that.
best friends. So
Yeah,
like
I
I know
would
a lot about
absolutely say
you.
that. Yeah.
Uh, So like watching you, watching you
I
grow
don't know
up.
what you're about to say. You
Like
keep
watching you.
laughing.
I've just noticed that through the years, like you've declined a lot. Like you. Like when I met you, I was
Oh,
like,
dude.
oh, this kid, he's got potential. And then like the years
Yeah.
went on, and I'm like, oh man, like he's really cool. Like I'm glad that he's my best friend and we're hanging out and stuff. And then like I gotta say, maybe I'm 10 years in. 10 years in, I'm looking back and I go,
That's
what
deep,
is?
bro. You're deep in there already.
I go, what is this? What's happening? What's this deal? And then like you do stuff, and I'm like, I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that. But I've wasted 10 years, so I'm gonna stick around. And then I've
Yeah.
just been like waiting for. So it could be you, or it could just be TBS. It could just
You.
be TBS
Oh.
is only letting him me. No, not me. No.
Well, I thought like you meant your opinion of me is what made me like Olin Rogers less.
Yes. Yeah. I think. dude, do you remember? So we went to a show of Olin Rogers. He was doing comedy. He has a curation of stories that are just
Oh
hilarious,
yeah.
and he's a fantastic storyteller,
Yeah, he's
and
great.
he's just a goofball. Like his stories are accumulation of things that have happened, and that's basically what comedy is. Like I heard
He's
Tim
got some
Hawkins.
wild stories though,
I heard Tim Hawkins said once, like all comedy is you live life, you take notes, and you tell strangers. And that's basically what
Hey,
Olin does, and he doesn't veer off from just like who he is as a person, which is like
yeah,
super dope. But
he's so descriptive. It's great.
so we took a picture with him, and I mean it was great. And after the show, I think Gage posts the picture and he tags Olin in it, and then Gage quote like the caption was like a quote
No. It
from.
was what I said to him. I said to him when we walked up, I had been practicing it and like
Oh,
thinking
okay.
I'm gonna call him like just so because what happened was like Balloon Shop is like the ancient channel he did in high school with his friends, and that's the
If you,
one that I grew up watching.
mhm.
It's incredible, still perfection.
If you guys
It's
haven't
like one of
seen
my favorite
anything from
things.
Balloon Shop, you need to check it out because it is just so
It
funny.
is
Dude, Whips to this
gold.
day is
To
still one
this
of my
day,
favorites.
51 seconds of just glory, dude. Me and Josh would laugh so hard
So
at that.
hard.
So, anyways, I'm in line to meet Owen Rogers, like my childhood hero, and like one of the funniest dudes of all times. Like really, a lot of my comedy is attributed to Balloon Shop, truly, and like. So I'm practicing. I'm trying to remember what I said to him, but I basically like I had called him a name or like I quoted something
You
like a
said,
video.
yeah, I think you said something like, "Hey,
Derek, didn't I
Alex."
call him? No.
No,
I
you
called
said
him.
Alex, and he said it was Derek.
Yeah, because he thought I was talking about like enjoying a treat, Derek, or listening to my radio, Derek. Those are two videos on Balloon Shop. But there was a different video that I guess he was named. I don't remember calling him Alex, but like basically I called him a name from one of his old balloon shop videos to sort of trigger like, oh, this guy's like a core original fan. I was really trying to like make him like me or whatever,
Yeah.
and be like one of those really corny, like cheesy, like I re- I knew this background part of this book, like when you meet an author or something, where you're like, I loved how you did the homage to blah blah blah, and they're like, I didn't even do that. What are you talking about? And you're like,
Yeah.
um. So, anyways, I call him that name, and then he corrects me, like right to my face. He's like, "Oh, that wasn't me. I was this character. That wasn't my name." So you can't really go anywhere from there from me. So I just said, "Oh, okay," and I kind of just like chuckled it off, and we took the picture, and then got out of there. I tweet the picture, and I was down. I was down. I wouldn't say I was super down bad, but I was down kind of bad. I felt like an idiot. I was like, dang man, I can't believe I tried that so hard, and then I was like, dude, I swear I'm right. So I like looked up the video, and I'm like, I'm totally correct, but he's the guy, so like I guess I got to give it to him. So I like tweeted the picture, and I tagged Olin Rogers in it. We had he and I had like he had retweeted something I had tweeted a day or two before, and so like he already knew my username or something. But I tweeted about it with the picture, and I was like, "Hey, sorry, I got your name wrong or something." And then he tweeted back at me and said, "Actually, I was wrong. You were totally right. I just thought you were quoting a different video." And so then I pretty much from that, maybe that's what sparked it. Maybe that was the trigger of me not liking him as much when I knew his content better than he did. Maybe that was it. Maybe that was the moment where I was like, this guy doesn't even know his own stuff. So is it even really the guy? Maybe he was an imposter,
That was the moment when Gage killed Olin Rogers and then became Olin Rogers.
Lost all respect for the guy who was his hero just because he didn't know his own video. But it's like, I don't know. When you meet famous people, it's like they're not even there. It's like they're not even really that person for some reason. Like it just feels so strange because I guess because you're so used to seeing them only on a screen. So when I see any famous person like in real life, which doesn't happen super often, but the times that it does, I'm like, this is really weird. Like when I saw him, I was just like, what the heck? When I saw Noel Miller live, I was like, what? When he walked out on stage, I'm like, hold on.
You're not real.
Wait 1 second, dude. Yeah, you're not real, dude. Get off the stage.
Get off the stage. You're not real.
You're not real, dude.
Put the real guy on.
Do you feel that way? Like when you saw NF on stage and stuff, like did you just feel like that's not even him?
Yeah, well, I mean,
I don't even know what that feeling is, dude.
Well,
yo, comment down below if you know what feeling I'm talking about.
With the NF thing, like I've been to 3 NF concerts, and all 3 of them I've barely been able to see. Now I know it looks different on camera. But I'm not a tall glass. Okay, at best I'm 5'5". And
dude, here's quick sidebar though. You're like a half glass, but the water is still just somehow held above because you're super hot. So it's just like the water just goes above the cup, but it's still held there like you are a tall glass. But
I wouldn't say I'm hot. I mean, I'd say there's something about I'd say there's something about me. Like
dude. But that's the hot.
I don't know.
You keep it mysterious. That's hot.
I guess.
You got to keep it mysterious.
Not all of us can have a sick jawline and shave our head and have wicked glasses and then a Thrasher hoodie and.
Are you just gonna describe everything I'm wearing?
So, anyways, I was at this concert 3 times. Listen, dude, the last time I went to that concert, I left like 4 hours early. And I still was nowhere near the front. I was just, I don't know, dude. I'm by normal size. I'm like behind normal size people. And then concerts, you just get bumped around. And eventually, dude, it was so funny though, because there was one dude who was so mad that there was a tall guy in front of him. He got like, his nose was in this guy's back. And he just... as if the tall guy was going to be like... Oh, dude, I'm sorry, dude. Like, come
Oh, yeah,
on
dude, my
over
bad.
here. Yeah, like, I'm over here, dude. So, but yeah, I mean, I could have felt that way. What you're talking about, like, if I was closer, I probably would have been like, oh shoot, dude, like,
That's not even
get
him.
get off the stage, like, try to touch
Yo,
him,
who
see
is
if
this
it's real.
guy? Yo, I'm here to see NF. Who is this guy?
Dude, I do remember.
I don't know what that feeling is.
I do remember. Hit the very first song at one of the concerts come out, and everyone's got their phones out because I mean his intros are sick,
Oh
and
yeah, you told me about this.
it was so freaking funny because we got our phones up and everyone's recording it, and he comes out and he just starts. He goes, "Put your phones away!" And we're like, no one does it, and no one does it, and I'm right here, and I go like this. Okay, done with that.
Immediately, yeah, immediately puts phone away.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, right away, sir.
I was like, "Oh, don't be mad at me, please."
Oh, he's angry. Oh, he's angry. Dude, that is so funny.
And that's also I found out, like, I just won't go to concerts anymore because they're just
Really?
not for me. Like, I don't mind, like, I like them. I think they're a fun time. I think they're meant for tall people. They're not
Tall
meant for
people. Yeah,
me.
say it.
So my thing is more of like seated things, like
Right.
now
So like an
you can go
opera,
to
maybe.
like an opera, Macbeth, Shakespeare, any super boring thing. Like,
You would never go see that.
dude, do not doubt that
Bro,
you're
I shut the frick up, man. Do not doubt.
do not do not doubt that doth would yonder his way.
Doth, doth would yonder his way.
Do not doubt that doth would yonder his way down doth towards Macbeth.
Macbeth.
Dude, okay. Who even came up with like all of that? That's garbage. Anyway, I get that you can sit like at concerts and stuff. I just don't understand like what's the point of spending money to go to something to watch it from afar? Like, I don't get, like, it's not fun unless you're close to it. Because that's
Yeah.
the thing is like that's someone that I've either been listening to a lot or have heard or like watched. I'm trying to see him up close. If I wanted to see him from
Yeah.
afar, I'd just get on my phone and that's free of charge.
I just get on YouTube. I'm like, oh, sick.
I
Or you
still
just
was
stand
glad
outside
that
Yeah.
yeah, I was still glad that I went though because trying to support the dude, but other
Yeah,
than
dude, I
that,
got respect for that.
I went to a Skillet concert one time.
Yeah, I remember.
And that was pretty cool because a lot of people were sympathetic that I was short, so they let me through. And then John Cooper jumped off stage, just like he
Wow.
was just like on the floor, and like I saw him like maybe 10 yards away, and I was like, not 10 yards, that's a bit too far, maybe 5 yards. And
Okay.
I was like, oh, sick, like that's John. But
Dude,
I
that's
don't know what
so
you mean.
sick.
Oh shoot. Well, so this weekend I went to a sneaker store that opened up in Plano. I've watched his videos for like not too long, but like I've seen them and I like them,
Mm-hmm.
And your boy's a big sneakerhead now, so
Yeah, Josh is a big sneakerhead now.
I'm a big sneakerhead. So if you want to send me money to buy sneakers, just feel free. Like
I was thinking like
appreciate the
$2.
support.
That'd be good. What do you think you can buy with $2?
$2.
So like $2, like if I send you like $2, like what would that $2 me?
Well, that
Like
$2.
what would I get if I sent you two?
But I go to the store and I mean it was just a bunch of people that I've been seeing like on my YouTube channel. I don't know, dude. I can't. I guess I'm not that way. I don't know. I think it'd be different if they were like, take NF for example. Who's like, "What's up, man?" I'd be like,
Whoa.
Me?
You talking to me?
Yeah. I don't know.
Dude.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
the
think
only
it's because
concert
I'm
I've
so
ever been
famous.
to,
Like I relate. So
Switchfoot. Oh yeah, dude. Like it's like no big deal for you.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
you've
right. You
always
went to
been
a
like
Switchfoot concert.
yeah, Switchfoot.
Swi- Is that what I said?
You said Switchfoot.
Sorry, I'm
Maybe you
like,
didn't. Maybe I just heard it wrong. I'm gonna play it back tomorrow, and I'm the idiot.
yeah, maybe I'm drunk. So maybe there's something in this water that I don't know about.
Dude, flashback to season 1 when we talked about water like it was alcohol.
I don't remember much of season 1. Like I really
Yeah,
dude, I enjoy making the pod.
yeah.
I hate hearing myself talk or do anything. So the our previous episode, which is up right now, and you can watch it, along with all our other episodes. I started watching it, and I heard myself talk, and I go like this. Oh, yuck! I don't like it. I don't know. I skipped
Hmm.
some parts that I would try to remember, and I just don't like it. I don't know.
Hey man, that's a lot of actors don't watch their own movies, but they
Yeah, I
act
haven't
like
seen
they're
one of my
like
movies.
better. They like act like they're better than other actors. Like it's so like airy. Like oh, I don't watch. Like they wait for someone to ask them. Like, have you watched it? Like, oh wait, watch this movie that I'm in. And they're like, yeah, have you watched it? And they're like, I don't watch my own movies. So, and I'm like, why are you saying it like that? Like it's an accomplishment to
Yeah,
not watch your own stuff. Like it's not an accomplishment. You just don't do it.
yeah. I think
Like
that's
you
what
just
Adam
don't do
Driver
it.
does. He's just like, I just don't
Yeah,
like to watch my movies.
he's like his. I mean, like you can clearly see the transition from military to acting because he's like every behind the scenes thing. He's like, I go in, I act for the day, I shoot my scenes, and they're like really emotional scenes. He's been to some really serious movies of late, and it's like he goes in, cries his eyes out, and like is like just does these crazy scenes, and then just like gets done, and it's just like, all right, I'm just gonna go home. And like some people are like method actors don't do that. They're like just down the whole time, you know, and it's like they get it because it's like they can't do it otherwise somehow, which is like there's magic to it, you know, of course. But yeah, it's like Adam Driver just goes in there, does the scenes, and leaves, and he's like just at home at night after he just like cried 40,000 gallons of water. He's like, anyways, yeah, work was pretty good, I guess. And I'm
Just
just
like
like,
covered
wow.
in water. Like, do you want to change clothes? He's like, why?
Yeah.
Oh, this? No, I was just a day at the office. So.
Oh, this? Yeah, just another day. Just another, you know,
This?
I'm just getting the check.
Oh, no, I don't watch my own movies.
Oh, this? Yeah, no. I just didn't watch my movie today. So it's like I didn't ask that. It's like, hey man, do you want some? You want something from the store? No, dude, I do not watch my own movies. I didn't.
I didn't ask
I
that.
didn't ask that.
What's up? No, I'm in 6 of those. What? I'm not bringing you back anything.
Dude, I'm just gonna go to the store, dude. Yeah.
He goes, dude, I don't watch my own movies. Leave it alone.
Dude,
It's
just
like,
seriously, leave it be.
it's like I don't know you. Why are you screaming
Dude,
that?
seriously didn't even say anything to you. It's like a guy who hasn't even seen like any Adam Driver movies. He's like, dude, who are you?
You walk into a Starbucks and this dude's just like reading a book like in the corner, and he goes over and he goes, yeah, I just don't watch my own movies. The guy goes, what?
He's like,
He goes,
dude,
you reading that book, I did a movie almost kind of like that, and I haven't even seen it. He's like, okay. He's like, yeah. So then he goes back to reading. Adam gets his
he's like,
coffee.
he's like
Guys,
Adam. The dude's like reading like some sci-fi novel, like Star Trek or something, and he's like, yeah, I did The Last Duel one time. It's about like the French Revolution or something, and it just reminded me of it when I saw that you were reading Star Trek. So I just thought I'd mention that like I don't watch my own movies. I just think it's like there's something important about that. And he's like, dude, I really like. He's just like sitting there, and then he's like Adam's like talking to him, says this whole thing, and the dude's just silent the whole time. Then he goes, "I'm sorry, did you say something?" Just takes his headphone out. He's like, yeah, I was just saying I don't watch my own movies. He's like, all right, man. Did you need something? Do I know you, dude?
Guy starts to leave and he goes, "Hey man, it was really good talking to you. I just don't want you to think I'm that guy." And he goes,
I'm just like, I'm not that kind
"What?"
of guy.
He goes, "What?" Adam goes, "I like that. I don't watch my own movie. Like I'm just like you." And he's like,
he's like walking out. He's like, "Hey man, no, it was good talking to you though. Like, I just don't watch my own movies, so I just like wanted you to know that." And he's like, it's like the thing where you can't hear him, so he's just like, "All right, man, good day though. Yeah, it was great." And he just like doesn't even respond to what Adam Driver is saying. He's like, "I just don't watch my own movies." He's like, "All right, yeah, no, I'll see you later though."
and then guy finally leaves, and Adam's like, ah. And then lady's like, "Adam," and he gets his coffee, and he's like, "Thank you. I don't watch my own movies, just so you know. So you don't have to say my name too loud." She's like, "Adam," and she spelt it wrong. It's like ATOM.
Adam. That's so freaking funny. It's like picks up his drink. He's like starts talking to her, and she just goes right back to the bar because they're like busy. He's like, and he's just like walks over to like the bar, and all you can see is his eyes, and he's like, "Yeah, so like I just don't watch my movies though." She's like making the drinks and stuff, just like, and he's like, "Yeah, I just kind of I want people to know that." So I think it's like really important.
He's standing in line. He has his coffee, but he's still like standing in line. Hands in his pockets. He's just like, guy comes in. He's like, "What's up, man?" The guy goes, "What's up?" And he goes, "I know, Star Wars, yeah." The guy goes, "What?" He goes, "You've seen me in Star Wars, I know." And he's like, no, I haven't actually really seen." He goes, "I haven't seen it though. Like I'm not like that. Like I haven't seen my own."
He's like, "Yeah, no." He goes up to a dude who's like clearly not seen Star Wars, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, you probably see me in Star Wars, huh?" And he's like, "No, I just actually haven't watched that." He's like, "Oh yeah, me either, man. I don't watch my own movies." So he's like, Did you plant that?" And he's like, "I don't know what you're talking about."
He's like, "I've done like tons of movies. Like you probably heard of a bunch of them. Like what did you think though? Because like I haven't seen
He's
them,
like,
so I don't know."
walks up to like an Amish family. It's like, "Yeah, I just like don't know if you've seen this movie that I was in that one time." They're like, "We don't watch movies," which this is a complete generalization. But like, yeah, it's then they're just like, "We haven't seen it," and he's like, "Oh yeah, me either. I haven't seen any of them, believe it or not." And they're like, "Okay." And he's like, "Yeah, just most people just like don't believe me when I say that like I don't watch my movies." That whole concept is like a painter saying, "Yeah, I painted this with my eyes closed, and I don't even know what it looks like."
Yeah.
It's just like what like it's so dumb. It's like, explain to me like what went into this painting. Oh, I can't. Why not? I haven't looked at it. I don't look at my own work, so
Yeah.
I just hate my own stuff. I won't look at it. It's
Yeah.
like, okay.
Dude,
That's the end of the show.
he's in the Starbucks, and like this woman is just like crying, and he's like, he comes over and he goes, "You watch Marriage Counseling?" No, it was Marriage Story. Frick. Yeah, he's like, "You watch Marriage Story?" And she's like, "What?" He's like, "I haven't seen it, but I hear it has that effect." And she's like, "No, that's not it at all."
No, my mom just died. It's like, yeah, I don't know if that's in there. I didn't see some of the scenes that they filmed, but like, he's like, "Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not in the whole movie. Like, Scarlett Johansson did probably like a lot of scenes without me, so I'm just like, I don't like lay off. Like, I don't know the whole movie because I've never watched it." She's like, "Get away from me!" He's like, "Okay, sorry, jeez, like I'm just." You talked to me.
Ironically,
first. No, I did not.
He's like, "I think I did a movie. Like this feels like I did this scene. Am I in a movie right now? I'm not." What if like he's on set? He's like, he's on set, and they're like, "Adam, you have to put your eyes down." He's like, "I just don't like to.
I just can't.
I don't like to see my own work, so
I can't see it. So
like,
just like
Adam,
I just
hands
can't.
down." Turns
Adam,
out they've been edited hands down.
Dude, it's like he wears like contacts that just like they're just opaque,
block
so
his vision
through them. Yeah, he just can't see anything. He films all scenes like that.
Oh, that'd be
so dumb. That was like the dumbest rabbit trail we've ever gone down.
I think it. I just like the idea of that.
It sounds like a very funny short.
I
One
honestly though,
time we go ahead. Sorry.
I feel like there's someone out there that does that, like is like that.
Oh, 10 out of 10, dude. There's tons of people like that. It's just like with that specific scenario, like I don't know if there's an actor that goes about because it's like there's the paparazzi. They couldn't go anywhere by themselves.
Yeah.
And also, people are freaking annoying. They just take out their phones every 2 seconds, and they're like if Adam came up and started talking to somebody that was reading a book, he'd be like saying that, and then slowly they just like he'd be like talking, and they'd be like this, yeah, uh huh, and just
No,
like
keep talking.
be like taking like 40 pictures, like yeah, right, no, okay. He's like, why are you taking pictures of me? I have never been in a movie. It's like, yeah, you have. He's like, oh, have I? I'm sorry. I don't watch any of them. So and they're like, why?
So
Why?
you've seen my movies, is what you're saying? You've seen them? Like, yeah, a
What are
few.
they
And he's like,
like?
oh, I haven't. But like, what did you think though? Like, did you like it? Was it like the
Dude,
best
it's
thing
like
you've
he's got like a
ever seen?
secret like hatch in his house, and down below he's got like every movie he's been on like Blu-ray and like a movie theater, and he just like watches them with like popcorn at
Yeah, he
night,
like.
dude.
I
It's like
think.
his
I think
dirtiest
he.
secret.
I think he has it, but he like sits in the chair, like blank TV screen, and he watches. He sees all the movies, and he's like, I'm not gonna watch it. I won't. And it's
I
like a
won't
struggle
watch
all
you.
night. He like ties himself to the chair. He's like, I can't watch. I won't.
There's like a there's like a behind the scenes video. He's like, yeah, before I leave each movie set, like actors will like bring like steal like a prop or whatever. Like all the Marvel actors like steal props or whatever for their costume or something, what have you. He's like, oh me, oh sorry, and it's like one of those like very candid, behind the scenes videos, like in his trailer or something while he's just getting done with the makeup or something. He's like, oh me, he's like, yeah, I don't know. Before I leave every set, what's something you take? Oh me, like usually I get a special cut of the movie where they just cut out all the scenes that I'm in, so I can still watch the movie, but like I don't have to see myself in it. And that's like what's in his basement is just Adam cuts, and it's just like all of the movies that he's been in, but every scene he's in is just cut from the movie.
Yeah. He's like, man, I'm so glad that I did that. Oh man, I bet me in that movie would be good.
He's like he gets like a stunt double, but just does all the scenes for him, and they record every scene he's in twice, and he just gets the cut with his stunt double spliced in there the whole time.
Oh shoot. Weren't you telling me that you had a dream?
Yes, I was. It's nothing like crazy, but it was just like a weird dream. Okay, so like it's one of those dreams where I had several different settings, but like I ended up in one for the longest, and I was back at Calvary, and I was just visiting. Like I was still working here, but I was just visiting in Texas for a minute, and I was back at Calvary, the church that I would go to if you don't know, and I was like hanging out with Micah, and I was like talking to him, and he's like, oh yeah, dude, I'm so excited that you're coming back and like you're gonna take over the youth ministry and like be the youth pastor. And I was like, I'm not doing that. I was like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? And he's like, yeah, you're coming back to take over the youth ministry, like that's what the plan was. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not doing that. I'm literally going back to Oregon in like a week. I'm just here to visit. And he's like, oh, but dude, but you said you were going to. And I'm like, no, no, I didn't, dude. And I'm like in my dream, like super anxious because I'm like, it's so weird. It's like I don't have free will in my dream. I can't just say
Yeah.
no because I'm just like, I have to do this in my dream. I'm like, I have to take over the youth ministry and I don't have a choice. And I'm like really
Yeah.
upset about it because I'm like, I was supposed to freaking go back to Oregon. I'm like, it was so weird because like some dreams you have are like super not based in reality. But it was like this one, I was like, I knew that I had just taken over this department, and so I had like a commitment to be here for like for X amount of time. And I was like, I can't come back here and take over the church like youth ministry because I'm like in charge of this department back at Winston-Salem, and like they're expecting me to lead this department for this amount of time. Like I can't stay here. And it was just like super weird dream. There was like some big van, there was some flames or something. Micah was in like a pizza delivery van or something at one point. I can't even remember half of it. I just remember the general consensus was I was supposed to come back and be youth pastor, and I really didn't want to do that because I really don't. But like it was just weird because it was like one of those very set in reality dreams where like I was cognitive in my thought process and like my real world thoughts, what I think IRL. And I was in my dream and I was like, I don't want to do that. I'm supposed to be a Wyoming Salem. I like doing what I'm doing and I like living where I'm living. And it was just weird.
Next time, just pull out your thing and just spin it, like an
What thing?
Inception. Like an
Pull up
Inception
my
when
thing.
Leo's
My
got his little
totem.
thing and his totem and he spins it, and if it keeps spinning, you know you're in a dream.
Yeah. What if I got like a ladle? Is it called a ladle?
I think the
You know what I'm
ladles
talking
are
about,
things
right?
you dip in. The ladles are
Well,
things
that's
like
what I
you dip
was
in soup.
thinking. That's what
Okay?
I was thinking, but I'm like, isn't it? Ladle, ladle, ladle. I made it out of. No, I sound like an idiot now. What is it? What I'm thinking of?
Well, I don't know
It's not a.
what
It cannot be a ladle.
what is it that you're trying. What is it you want the
It's
thing to
like
do?
It's literally like a giant wooden top. It's like a Jewish thing. I can't freaking remember it for the life of me. What is it called, dude? Is it called a ladle?
I don't know. I'm not Jewish. I don't know.
Is it called a ladle, Josh? Josh, is
I
it
don't
called
have.
a ladle?
I can see about calling a Jew and saying I don't know.
No,
Hold
just
up.
look up Jewish top.
Jewish top.
Jewish. Wait, is that what they? Now I'm like, I'm seriously brain farting. What do they call the things you spin? That's a top, right? I'm losing my mind, dude.
What if it's just like, oh, hold up. What is a dreidel?
Dreidel, dude. I was saying ladle like an idiot, dude.
Yeah, I was imagining like you're in the dream and you're like, I gotta figure
I
out if I'm in
spin
a
a
dream or
giant
reality.
ladle.
And you're just like, does anybody have soup? And they're like, what?
Does
And you're
anyone
like,
have a ladle,
give me some
please?
soup. And then like you dip the ladle in the soup, and if it comes up and it's like not like soup in the thing,
It's
you're
like
just
empty.
it's a dream.
No. You like keep dipping it in
I'm in a dream.
the soup pot, and it's like just nothing's coming out. No, no, please. Dreidel, dude. Okay, now no, it is called the top, a spinning top, right? What they spin on the tables.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Like the kid toys, where you like spin it on the table. It's like a dreidel, but it's just like a plastic one. Don't they call those?
Oh
toys?
shoot. Isn't that just like Beyblades?
No,
Well, I mean that
it's like a
Beyblades do
hand
that.
spun thing.
I want
You know what I'm talking about, though, right? Like it's
like
just like
vaguely?
the plastic ones. They've got like just the stem and then a big circle, and it comes down to a point, and they spin it. I'm I'm trying to think of the name.
Dude, I'm
and
trying
I
to remember
can't.
too, but like you're just really pressuring me right now. And
Dude, I
feel a
just
lot-
need you to answer the question, dude. I need you, dude. I need you because I'm brain farting right now. I feel like I'm going crazy, dude.
Dude, how am I supposed to remember or know? I don't even watch my own movies.
Oh, dude, I don't freaking know. I'm almost 100% in spinning top, but they just call them a top. But that's like a dumb name. That's the thing is like I think of a name of a thing, and I'm like, that's stupid. And then I start questioning if that's the actual name because I'm like, that's really dumb name.
This is super left field from what we're talking about, but
All right.
because we're talking about things with really stupid, like forgettable, dumb names, and
Yeah.
they pretty much botched Baby Yoda's name because Grogu
Oh my
is
gosh,
stupid.
dude.
And to this
Worst
day,
name
dude,
you could have picked.
I still say Baby Yoda, and someone was like, actually it's Grogu, and I said it's not because that's stupid and it's forgettable. Could have named him anything else.
No. Literally, dude, I die on this hill every time. I talk about it at my house every now and then because I got a big Baby Yoda thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
You could have legit named this dude Yodi. Like the slightest, most dumb variation of Yoda, and it would have been better than Grogu.
Yeah.
You could have done like Yodo or anything like that along that line. Would have been better. Would have been better.
Ladle. You could have named him Ladle.
Ladle. Or dreidel, for that matter.
Padel.
Fladel?
Fatal.
Oh, it was pretty close.
Um.
Gradle.
Yoda.
Yoda. That's a good one.
Never heard that one.
Yeah.
So I went. I broke down, dude, and I had to see what the business was about because I'm still tripping out over Tommy John and his successful surgery on his elbow,
Yeah.
which apparently made him able to play baseball again.
Yeah.
And then his son Jimmy, as we all know,
Jimmy Johns.
as everyone who's listening to this podcast, if you're caught up, you know.
Yeah.
Tommy had a son named Jimmy. Now Jimmy opened up a store. Jimmy John's, whatever. It's just a small little sandwich.
Yeah, probably
Whatever.
Probably never heard of it.
Well, I went to Jimmy John's. Jimmy wasn't there.
No, dude, shut up.
Jimmy wasn't there, and I was gonna have a talk with him because I think his dad's freaking liar,
dude,
about this surgery.
You were gonna have a grand old time with old Jimmy John there.
I've never been to Jimmy. This is my first time at Jimmy John's, and I had a sandwich, and oh my gosh, dude, that sandwich was so freaking good.
Was it?
Dude, it amazes me that Tommy John, like, I'm telling, like, the instance we were talking about where Jimmy's like, I want to make sandwiches, Dad. And then Tommy's like, no. And then he's like, but really, look. And then he tastes it, and he's like, you gotta open it up. Dude, it was like that. Right now.
Dude, it was like that?
It was like that. Dude, it was like, now Jimmy needs to chill out with those prices because the sandwiches were expensive. But, like, they don't, I'm talking, they pack it down with, like, all the meats.
I feel like I need to go there now.
Dude, it's so
I've got one down the street from you, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, that sandwich was full flames. Like,
right.
I took a bite, dude, and you would have thought I was Nicolas Cage in Ghost Rider because it was just my skull and flames came out and my abs were CGI'd and it got poor reviews.
And you pointed right at the screen and you said, "Back to hell." That's my favorite line ever made.
And then the cashier goes, right.
You're like, I want the sub right now. he's like, it's gonna be $27, please. And you're like, you just stand there, your head combusts into flames, and it's a skull, and you just point. Like in the movie, it's so freaking funny, dude. Because if you haven't seen it, you probably don't remember it, but freaking hilarious, dude. When he's just like, he's fighting one of these dudes, one of these demons, and he just like, and his finger's like slightly bent, and he's just like,
yeah,
back to hell. It is freaking incredible.
I gotta rewatch it.
I love Nick Cage. I mean, however funny he is and like odd, I just think he's freaking hilarious, dude. And he does so many movies because he's so in debt. It's ridiculous. He just does every movie that anyone offers to him. And I'm like, this man can't be stopped. He will not be stopped. This dude stole the Declaration of Independence. Can you say you did that? I don't think you can. I don't think anyone in the history of mankind can say that except Nicolas freaking Cage. Well, I could talk about Nicolas Cage for an entire episode. He also kidnapped the president
and wasn't executed.
Exactly. Pardoned. And he's Ghost Rider.
And he died in Kick-Ass, and he's still making movies.
Also,
they actually killed him.
They actually killed him. In real life, dude. They killed him. It was not a stunt double, dude. What if they just killed stunt doubles? He is so dedicated
to the craft.
They just killed stunt doubles. They're like, all right, so this stunt, your character's going to die, so we need a stunt double to come in and die for you. So that you can like keep making movies. It's just, that would be a nightmare, dude.
Yeah.